Assalamualaikum, folks. Welcome to the next episode. Today, we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people don't really like to talk about. We're going to talk about insurance. Insurance, haram, haram, semua tak boleh. Well, the reality of it is, we've been doing this long enough that we've seen that insurance in today's context is absolutely vital. And every insurance agent out there will say, yes, insurance important, yes. Yes, but important for what? So today, we're going to be talking about some of the horror stories we've collected over the past few years that we've been in business. Okay lah, accumulating between the three of us over 20 years of experience lah, kan? So I'm going to start very simple one. Baru, it just happened literally a few days ago. A good friend of mine who's also my client, you know what she said? She called me. She said, Afiq, I'm about to be warded. What is the insurance coverage I have? I said, you have this hospitalization plan lah, gerbuk. Okay. Am I still paying for it? I was like, apa dia? Well, I went a bit deeper. Based on these records here, you have not paid for the past 2 years. Oh, is it? Can I buy now? I'm like, what do you mean can you buy now? You're about to get awarded. You can't buy now. Oh, no lah, I never know. I didn't know about all this. I said, quite frankly it is your personal responsibility to be able to maintain all of this because the service provider will send you email, physical letter, and SMS, all three things when your insurance is going to be lapsed or when the coverage ends. Yeah, but I never received for the past 2 years. Say, yeah, betul, kau never received for the past 2 years. So now that she's about to get awarded, they'll start to panic. And that's horror story number one. Because insurance, guys, don't you agree with me? Insurance is the one thing that you pay for that you don't want to use.
Yeah.
Kan? And this
But
is
most of us would say it's one thing we know we need, but we don't want to pay.
Zul, in your storied career, tell me more, some of your horror stories.
I think I had a similar story whereby came across this was it happened to a client of a friend. So a client, the said person lapsed his policy for a while. So I think because of he was facing through some financial crisis. So then after that, and he totally forgot about it, then reinstate. Then after that, he was struck with a critical illness. By then, it was the last thing he thought about was the payment of the premium and everything. So when he was already hospitalized, when the bill came, then he realized that, oh no, my policy is lapsed.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I would love to be able to tell people, oh, these ones are exception. Once in a while, they're gonna, but it's actually a very common story that we hear. Right? You can be healthy today, but tak payah, I don't need insurance. If I can count, I can literally give. I cannot count already the number of people who tell me, Afiq, I don't need insurance. I don't need. Then, right, when something happened, they call me. Afiq, what can I buy? I got one case. Another horror story. Since today is all about horror stories, folks. Yeah, I got one case. Relative of mine knows I've been doing this for years already. Okay, refused to do anything. Don't want to do. So she again called me. Afiq, are there any insurance coverage that is specific for eyes? For my eyes? I'm like,
So specific.
don't think so. There's a lot of plan out there. Oh yeah. Now, what insurance can I buy now? I said, okay, there's plenty, but why is the sudden interest? Oh no, I went for a surgery and then a minor surgery, but then the doctor botched the surgery. So now I might be going blind in my left eye. So now I want to buy insurance.
Bit too late.
A bit too late, that's the right term. A bit too late. So I was like, I cannot, because now the injury is already there. Right? No insurer is going to cover you for it. Oh, is it? Okay, then immediately hang up. Yeah. And that's the reality of people working in our line, right? When we tried to help them before, I'm going to be a bit salty about this. People can hate me for all this, but it's true. the problem is this industry has been has been almost blacklisted as the what do you call that? People's impression of this industry is not a good one. They're like, oh, call an insurance agent, try to sell things, try to make profit off me. And granted, there are insurance agents out there. Their lifestyle belies the fact that they are simply sharks. Right? They drive Maseratis, they drive big expensive cars. Their belt always have the big logo there, and they're like, "Oh, you don't mewa, look at me, I can sell." Okay, and more power to them for being able to do that. But for the vast majority of us out there who've been in this for at least the next 5 years, I've been in this for 12 years, right? We know that kita tolong orang. And again, that is such a stereotype, a cliche. Oh, as an insurance agent, your work is to help people. I have to help people. Okay, yes, absolutely, I agree. And it is a tough job, But at the end of the day, kalau kau not really helping people, but just trying to get a commission by selling the most expensive product possible, then you're helping yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Nak more horror stories? I got another one. Nak dengar?
Yes.
Oh, of course, yes. Colleague of ours, one of our colleagues, the father punya plan. So he told me that the father has been holding on to this ILP for the past 26 years. I think I told you all this, remember? He hold this ILP for 26 years. Then, the father had put in $10,000 lump sum. 26 years later, the money is now worth $20,000. He was like, hey, ni not bad, kan? I was like, oh, not bad. Yeah, if you think that 26 years, you double your money is good. Because anybody out there who's very mathematically inclined, you can calculate. Right? You just use the rule of 72. 72 divided by 26, berapa? Just a quick one, y'all. It should be about 3.1, 3.2.
About there, I think. Yeah.
Right? 26, 20, 20, double 72 divided by 26 should be 3, 3.0 something.
Yeah,
Pass off the top,
2.7.
Oh, 2.7.
2.766. Yeah.
Mampus, aku punya math pun salah. So, if you know anything about investing, you take the rule of 72, that is the rate of return for the past 26 years. 2% per annum.
Letak a bank.
Kalau letak bank lagi muai. Right? And then he asked me, why the agent sell the plan like this? A lot of commission. Right? So it's not just a coverage thing. There's also people who think that buying insurance...
commission tinggi.
Besar punya commission. ILP tu 80%.
Oh.
Best.
Yeah.
Woi, 8,000 lah kirakan. Sedap.
26 years ago, 26 years ago. But not bad. And the thing that comes back to me again and again is insurance is not something that you're supposed to make money off.
Yeah.
Right? But it's being sold as a way to make money to a lot of people out there. Kan? And these are just one of many of the horror stories that we have. Zul, any other horror stories you can think of? Medically related one.
Yeah, I do. I have this particular couple who suddenly came and said, Zul, I want to ask you about insurance. I want to get coverage with regards to cancer. So I say, yeah, what happened? Oh, my wife just got diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. After that, I say, do you have any other coverage? Because now it's a bit too late. Say, yeah, we do. We just happened to took one insurance, which was, I think, 1 month before her diagnosis. I say, you cannot do anything, you cannot claim from it. So he was
benefit out there, there's a waiting period for any cancer coverage for 3 months. Most of the insurers out there is 3 months waiting period. So you buy today, within that first 3 months, you get diagnosed with any kinds of cancer, it's not covered.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It's I told them there's nothing much that you can do at this point of time in terms of coverage.
Yeah.
Then also I have another person in terms of coverage. This particular guy that I know, so he was well healthy, quite quite a healthy person lah, no ailment, no nothing. Then so one day he decided to switch policy from one company A to company B. So during that period, there is a 30 days. Is it 30 days? Or is it 60 days? I can't remember. So there's a waiting period. During that period, he got diagnosed with illness.
Aduh.
Yeah, so there was the newer company just didn't want to cover for that particular illness.
And then the old company cannot take back.
Yeah.
Normal. So again, for those of us listening out there, here's the thing. It's easier if you want to switch policies to a different insurer. My professional opinion is this. Be prepared to wait at least 3 months before switching over. So I signed today for a new plan. I tahan the next 2 to 3 months. Then the old plan I give up so that I know that my coverage is still intact. Because you never know when you're going to fall sick. You never know you're going to fall sick. I got another orphan client I inherited from an older advisor, much older advisor. Then this one, he retired and then he said, Afiq, you help me take care of my portfolio of clients. So I did. I took over this client. Then the client called me. She said, Afiq, I need to look at all the different policies I have because I've just been diagnosed with breast cancer. And she is like late 50s, early 60s, late 50s, early 60s. So, okay. What do I have? She asked me. I'm like, okay, I go into my systems, nothing, blank, everything blank inside my systems. And we are IFAs, by the way. So as independent financial advisors, we have access to almost all the different insurers out there. I check, nothing, zero, no policies. I'm like, kau biar betul. I called the previous advisor. I said, hey, your client, this person, XXX, got no coverage. No, have. I was like, are you sure? Yeah, have. But I checked the online systems, tak ada. And then she was like, oh, maybe haven't migrate properly. Okay, I checked with operations. Operations said, no, all done properly. So, I spoke to the lady for a long time, but she said, I thought I have. Said, have you been paying? I don't know.
Mhm.
You don't know? Then who's been paying for your policy? My husband. Ada Chan. So I checked. Under the husband punya account, yes. And the husband profile, other policies for the wife. Alhamdulillah. So that one was a little bit scary, but there is a but to the story. She asked me how much total coverage I have. Not even $50,000 for breast cancer. And so when I showed her what she had, okay lah, can claim a little bit. So she tried to claim, alhamdulillah, went through. Then after that, she called me a couple of months later, going through treatment already. And she told me, lucky I'm still working. I almost wanted to retire. My company got cancer coverage. My employee benefits got cancer coverage. So, wow, okay. So I walked her through with the whole claims with the company. Tolong, she got total payout, $150,000. Which actually is not much. If you all know about cancer costs and all that. But alhamdulillah, she got a total of 200K. And this one is because the kind of person who don't know. And so the life lesson for everybody here is, don't know is the worst thing to say. I don't know. How much money you have? I don't know. What insurance is that? I don't know. And I want to tell all our listeners today, empower yourselves. This is your own financial portfolio, your own life. At least also you need to know what you have at the very minimum. A good agent will give you a summary of what you have, like a good one. A fantastic one will kacau you to make payment. Give the summary and say, kau punya renewal dah sampai, bila kau nak bayar, tak bayar ke? And here's the thing, folks, for those of you who are thinking, they chase for payment so that they can get paid, that's not true. Because after the first few years, they don't get any more comms already. They just keep calling you to say, better renew.
Yeah.
Right. Again, 12 years in this industry, I've been, my clients are still with me. Diorang kadang-kadang aku macam debt collector. So, kau call aku je, maknanya nak kena bayar. Kau call je nak kena bayar. Yeah. And if you don't pay, you don't get coverage, how are you going to pay for your treatment later on? Kan? And let's face it lah, gents, kita semua dah middle age. We're all pushing 40. Aku dah, right? We're all pushing 40. And we're seeing friends getting sick. We're seeing relatives dying. And sometimes I wish they had bought more coverage when they were younger.
Yep. It's a
Any
lot
more?
cheaper also.
Oh, yeah. Come, tell me a horror story, Asri, about being cheaper. You got one case that you just serviced, right? Don't reveal the names.
Okay, so I am still servicing this client of mine. Couple of she's been with me as in faithful, I would say. That's something I really appreciate of her. So when I came over to this industry, this company, she took up the policies with me, and not a few months later she got into an accident. So I think she said that it seems like everything was all in all those time, everything was well planned. After signing with you, the insurances all, we she was covered, and she managed to get some payouts lah from there. So yeah, she broke one of the thigh bone, which was apparently one of the toughest, hardest or
femur
thickest
fracture is
bones.
the most thickest
Yeah.
and most painful.
So yeah, looking at the video when she actually got into an accident, that was quite horrid lah. Yeah, I would say.
And here's the thing,
Yeah.
what plan did she claim from?
Oh, it was only what, $17 per month? It was a personal accident plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, a lot of people out there overlook this. The simplest coverage, the cheapest
Yes.
coverage is most of the time the best. Right? Your hospitalization and your personal accident. This is what she claimed from, right? She go
Yep.
hospital, the hospital plan pay. And then
Mhm.
because she injured, the personal accident plan pay. Cover everything.
Yep.
And how much she pay per year?
Not much. I think hospital plan also, the basic ones out there is about 200 plus.
Plus
Per
the
year?
PA, 100 plus, total 300 odd per year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
$1 a
Yes.
day. Right, you count $1 a day. Aku punya kopi pun lebih mahal. Right, it's $1 a day. So folks out there, you're listening to this, you need minimum hospitalization plan. You know, your government send you the letter for your shield plan. Get a shield plan. Cheap one, good enough. Government A, government B, good enough. Out of pocket, maybe you pay 100 plus $200 a year. Then you get a good personal accident plan. Also cheap, good, $120, $150 per year. Total, you pay $350, $360 per year for $1 a day for anything that happened to you outside. Kau terjatuh, terselio, kena attack dengan anjing. My neighborhood, one of the children got chased by a dog. Got chased by a stray dog. I was saying, kalau kena attack, masuk hospital saya tu.
Itu.
Right? And people think that, oh, insurance semua scam. Insurance, I pay, I don't get money back. Yeah lah tu. Right.
Panas.
When I used to work in banking, we used to have those in-house insurance agents. They were attached to the branch, and then our job is just, open the conversation with the prospect, then bring in the insurance agent, and agent try to sell lah. Right? And very easy to do. Just sit down. Have you considered doing this? Yes, Akal. Let me introduce you to my in-house agent. They can talk to you, and they try to sell lah. Then being in banking, right? People come to us with money. So they got money. They come in. Then the insurance agent will sell them all the savings plan, sell them the ILP to get the most commission lah. But back then, aku bodoh. I don't know anything about this kind of thing. So I was like, okay lah, agent buy lah. But because the client comes in, they are tagged to us as the banker. Right? So I remember very clearly, this was way back, more than a decade ago. This Malay makcik, she got sold a plan. She got sold some savings plan lah. Put aside money. Then she called me, Afiq, aku dah kena diagnosed with something. I don't want to tell you guys what lah. She got diagnosed with something. Can I claim from this plan? The one that your agent sell me. I'm like, no. This plan is not a sickness plan. This plan is a savings plan. Oh, don't want lah. So she stopped paying. The plan lapsed. She lost, I think, a couple of $1,000, right? She said, I need to pay for my treatment. And she was putting aside $500 a month into the plan. So she immediately gave up the plan because she needed her cash flow. Kesian, right? And these are many stories that we hear along the way. Like, I have ones where, and this one is kelakar because good friend of mine also my client, good friend of mine, they got hospitalization, they got personal accident for the whole family. Then, she never tell me, but her son, budak kecil, maybe less than 5 years old now, very accident prone. Jatuh lah, apalah, injury here and there, gerubak. Then when I finally go and visit them, they were talking to me about this. Yeah, he very accident prone. I said, then you all never claim from the accident plan. Huh? I said, you can claim. All these injuries, you go to GP and all that, you can claim for your child who has free coverage because both of you parents have the same coverage. Tak bilang. I'm like, bro, when I did the financial planning for you, I did everything properly. I showed you, right? So this one I consider my failure. My failure. Because clearly, after I told them about it years ago, they took out the plan, they continue paying, they just never use.
I think most of the people out there, after the initial sign up, they forget what they have. They don't know what they have.
And so it goes back to me telling everybody listening and watching today, you have your own personal financial responsibility to call your agent at least. Hey, what I have, call once a year. Do your own financial annual review. Because even here, you look at my poster at the back, this one, that. Annual review. This one is for investing, folks. The halal investing formula, but annual review is for investing. But absolutely, you have to do it with your insurance as well. Because I look at my, kalau aku tak buat something wrong, I look at my portfolio every year and I think to myself, is there a better, cheaper plan? I think to myself, what is covered? Because my kids are also very accident prone. They want bantai each other.
Most kids are like that.
So you got to know. Because at the end of the day, I think to wrap up today's episode, right, which is all about scary stories, is personal responsibility, folks.
Yep.
And that's insurance for you. You can buy as much as you want, or you can also not buy at all, but it still boils down to personal responsibility. Buy already, you must be aware what you have. Not responsible, don't want to cover yourself, don't come to us crying when, something happened. Right? It goes back to personal responsibility. Guys, any last things to bring up about personal responsibility and insurance?
Oh, okay. So to me, it's like, just to remind everyone, for just $1 a day, you can just get the basic coverage. I think everyone can afford $1 a day lah, at the very minimum. So yeah, that's what I feel. That's my last words.
Okay, Zul?
Get the basic coverage at least for your hospitalization, your PA, your personal accident. If you are not sure what are the basic one, drop us a DM or just message drop us a message and we'll go through with you what are the necessary 5 I's of coverage.
5 plus 1.
5 plus 1, sorry.
5 plus 1. And so for me, in closing, Asri kata last words kan? Many times in the past 12 years, I've heard this very famous last words. It's either, I don't need insurance. Famous last words. Or more commonly, I don't need a rider. Because they don't want to pay cash. I don't need a rider. Mampus, terus masuk. So we're going to leave you with one last story. I have a client, okay? He has a shield plan. He refused to pay cash. So he don't want to pay cash for the rider. And the rider covers him to reduce the amount that he pay to 5% or $3,000 per year max. If he has the rider, he only pay 5%, maximum 3K. Dah. I said, I don't want a rider. I don't like coming out cash. Don't want. Okay lah. Terserah kepada you. The very next year, dia kena heart attack. Dia punya bill $75,000 $75,000 bill, which is normal for a heart attack. $75,000, normal. Go. Okay, so the main plan, because he don't have the rider, covers the bill, but he is liable to pay for 10% of the bill plus the deductible of 3,500. So 75,000, so he paid 3,500 first. 10% of the balance was $7,000. So total he paid 10K. He saved $300 the previous year. The following year, dia bayar 10,000. So you want to save $300 this year so that next year you pay 10,000. Bagus. Then bila aku berbual dengan dia, asal kau tak paksa aku beli rider? Wow. My fault for not forcing you to buy the rider, is it, bro? Okay, kita bro pun bro lah, but... Okay, so folks, don't try to save the cents so that you can, pay the thousands of dollars in the future. We always say this. In insurance, you pay the cents to get the dollars. In investing, you put the dollars to get the cents. Okay? It's ironic, but it's true. My name is Afiq, Chief Finance Ninja from Modern Muslim Finance. That's Zul, brother from another mother, and Asri, another brother from another mother. We are from Modern Muslim Finance, and we shall see you at the next one, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
And remember to buy your insurance.